So I have to ask you, what is the best part about working with your girlfriend and the most challenging part?
Um,
Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl with iHeartRadio, and welcome back to my virtual studio. Today we're joined by the Grammy Award-winning and multi-platinum artist, Daya. Hey Daya, thank you so much for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
I have to say, congratulations. We were just talking about your new song, Bad Girl, out now. How does it feel? It's out into the world. What's going through your mind?
It's crazy. It's so wild. I was just saying I'm running on like no sleep at all with lots of coffee and adrenaline. So I'm very excited. I've been waiting for this for the past few months. And I just am so excited that people are also excited about it and happy about it. And the video's out too, and we worked really hard on that. So yeah, lots of content to choose
The
from.
song is so catchy, it's badass, and I want to dive into the themes of it. But first, tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind it. How did you create it?
So I'd been sitting on this concept for a second of just like trading in a bad guy for a bad girl, because I just thought it was like fun and kind of just like flips the script on a lot of like, just like those desirable like transient relationships with a bad guy or whatever, and you can like have those just as easily and have more with a bad girl or whatever. It's all obviously up for interpretation, but and there's many meanings behind it, but I just loved that concept originally, and so I brought it to studio. This was actually one of the only in-person sessions that we had in all of 2020.
Oh, wow.
We Zoom the whole time. So I feel like it was just all of us just being there, being super excited to be back. Andrew Goldstein and Michael Pollack whipped up this track, and immediately it just transported me to this world of kind of darkness and mystery and seductiveness and just all these kind of things. So I was immediately inspired, and I immediately thought of that concept that I had, and yeah, we went from there.
The video is sick. I mean, like I was saying, it's so cool to watch. And you said you just shot it last week, right?
Yeah, it was a really quick turnaround. Yeah, but yeah, we shot it at the Peppermint Club in LA. We shot it from like 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. because those were the only hours that we could have it. So a lot of the really, really high intensity shots we shot at the end, and I was just like so revved up on Red Bull at that point. And to me, I feel like I actually perform better in that state. I don't know why I'm so weird like that.
In your
But
Red Bull state or in like a sleep state?
in like a delirious, like half asleep state. But yeah, we made it happen, and it was so good to be on set again with like a 20-person crew, and
So
like
fun.
everyone from the extras to the lighting to the design, to the DP, everyone put their all into this, and it was really exciting to see. My girlfriend directed it, so we'd been talking concepts back and forth for a while, and yeah, it was just really fun to kind of like birth it together and to have it be this like whole crew experience. So
So cool. I mean, that's awesome to hear, because that's one thing I miss is like going to a set and going on a shoot. You forget that. And how cool that you get to work with your girlfriend. So I have to ask you, what is the best part about working with your girlfriend and the most challenging part?
um,
And we can maybe cut this later if she doesn't want to see it.
um, no, I mean, I think it's just so special when you have someone that you really trust and you really love and you really respect the ideas of, to work with them in a business capacity. I think it's so exciting and inspiring, and also just has me like poring over every little detail, whereas before it was just like, here's the overall concept, like fill in the blanks where you need to. And with her, it's just like we're constantly thinking about new, like, oh, what if I did this and this, like just like super down to every little detail. So it's been really, really fun, and I wouldn't say there's anything bad about it either. I mean,
Great.
there probably could be. Things could probably go very wrong if we disagreed, but luckily on this one, we were pretty much on the same page from the start. She came up with this like kind of Lynchian concept of just like this old Hollywood glamour, like bar, like mysterious kind of space, and with all these like quirky characters and stuff like that. And it's basically like in a dream, and me going through the process of discovering my sexuality. And then by the end, I like emerged this fully realized confident woman who like has a lot more clarity than I did at the start. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, and you said before, so this video, touches on a lot of themes: sexuality, identity, femininity. How did you sort of, I know you said it's up for interpretation and you watch the video, but how did you sort of interpret all of these themes playing into this song and this music?
For me, I feel like there were a few things. So for the cover art and then the final performance scene, I wanted to go super feminine and just wear like a red lip and like super snatched eyes and like the whole thing. Like pearls in the ending thing and a dress and heels, because that's kind of out of character for me. I don't usually do that, and I haven't for a long time. I feel like when I was growing up, even like I tried to like fit in, like to kind of like suppress my femininity a little bit, because I just tried to fit and was trying to like compete in a male dominant. I feel like it's pretty common for girls to do that, because it's like we're trying to all like compete in this male dominant world, and so I think this was like a reclamation of my femininity and just kind of like taking that back and just wearing a red lip and heels and still being a bad girl and still being a badass and still kind of like having this autonomy over myself, and I think that is just super, it shows just like the scale of who you can be as a woman and still be, yourself and super confident and super authentic and assertive and bold.
Dang, that's so powerful, because I feel like, we've all felt that, especially recently, of like, having to fit a mold, or like having to be like a certain type of woman to, to present yourself in a way. But it's like, I feel like more recently we're seeing so many people, and it's a beautiful thing, really embrace who they are and saying like, I don't, give a fuck about societal norms or gender standards or anything like that. And I just feel like that's powerful to see.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. I think we're turning a corner with it, and I feel like women are more empowered to be expressive in every shape and form, and to live in between the gender worlds and just kind of explore that. And I feel like that's just really exciting, and that's, we shouldn't feel that we need to look a certain way for a guy or for a girl or for anyone. We should just feel free to express ourselves as we feel. So I think that's really important.
And so you're releasing an EP this year too, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit, are we going to still see a lot of these other themes explored in future music, or what can you tell us about upcoming music?
Yeah, the whole EP kind of, from First Time, which was my single a few months ago, it kind of revolves around this theme of like rebirth and reconnection to myself. And with First Time, that was kind of giving new life to existing relationships that I had, and just kind of starting over and with a clean slate and taking control of my life. Two, we had like that sort of narrative going through the music video too. And then with Bad Girl, it's about discovering my sexuality and kind of like that side of things. And then, with everything else, it sort of falls in this line of just like taking control over my life and who I am and who I want to be, and just expressing that. It's exciting.
And I feel like this time in quarantine, this past year has been really transformative for a lot of people, myself included. How do you think this time has impacted you and maybe, your journey and your music?
In so many ways, I feel like I have really had time to more than enough time to sit with myself and to just be uncomfortable with the things that I've been uncomfortable with, and face them head on, because I feel like there's all of these like truths that have come to the surface for, I'm sure, so many people that we've just been suppressing or ignoring for so many years, and going on with our daily lives or whatever. But I feel like this year has really just like brought it all out of everyone, more than we probably wanted to see or know. But it's been really good for me ultimately, I think, to like accelerate that and to really get to know like who I am, what I want, because for a long time, I had taken taken a few years off, and not off, but just writing and stuff like that, and just trying to like hone my sound and what I wanted to say and everything. And I feel like this year was like the final year for that, and I feel like I really just I feel like I'm ready now. I'm definitely, if I wasn't ready before, like I'm definitely ready now, and I'm so stir crazy and I want to do everything.
How did you know when was the right time where you're like, okay, I'm ready to return, I'm ready to make music and put it out again?
I think when I signed this year, I think because I was going back and forth between a few things, and I was just like, I don't know, should I just, take more time off or whatever, or I don't know. I was just, there's so many things that you're constantly thinking about when you're faced with a big decision like that. So, but then I did it, and I was just like, something like, it just feels right. It feels like the right people. It feels like the right team of people. It feels like they're really gonna support me and support me feel like just my freedom of create whatever I want to create and write what I want to write. And that was really exciting to me and inspiring. And I feel like that just motivated me to want to get back in studio right away and write a bunch more. So
awesome. Yeah. And I feel like we all could use a little good news right now. Aside from your music releasing, which is obviously very exciting, what is something in your life that you're super excited about right now?
I'm looking at getting a house, which I haven't done before. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Yeah.
New music, new house. It is a big year.
It is.
Okay, so Dave, before we let you go, I thought we could play a quick rapid fire game.
Let's do it.
Down. Okay, here we go. Rapid fire questions. Number one, what in your wardrobe do you wear the most? Especially right now during quarantine.
Probably my cross necklace. I wear this a lot. Yeah. I'm not super religious, but I don't know why. I just really like the look of it, so I wear it.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. What is the biggest splurge in your home?
Probably my microphone. I guess my whole studio setup, like my speakers, my mic, everything.
What's your favorite thing you've watched in the pandemic?
Oh, Queen's Gambit. I loved Queen's Gambit. I think that was my favorite like full series that I watched. I would highly recommend for anyone.
It made me want to get a chess.
It's a pretty universal show too. Yeah, like yeah. I'm not into chess. Like I never knew anything about chess. I mean, now I've tried to play some games because I'm like,
I know, now I want to get a chess board. I'm like, I need a chess set. Okay, next up, what is your favorite social media app?
Probably favorite is TikTok. I'm trying to get better at it for me personally, but I also just love just scrolling and watching. I'll literally watch it for like 2 hours a night when I'm trying to go to bed, but I just end up staying up like 3 hours later than I thought. But other than that, I think probably Instagram.
Also addicting, but in a different way.
Yeah, but in an annoying way. Like
yeah, it's like Instagram lost a little bit of that fun for me, but maybe it'll come back. Who knows? Okay, last question for you, Daya, is what is the first city you want to visit post-pandemic?
I want to say Tokyo.
Ooh, have you been before?
Yes, yeah, I've been a few times, and it's so beautiful, and I love like the shopping and the culture and the food and everything about Tokyo. I love.
Now I'm daydreaming. I've never been, but it's on my list for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Daya, thank you so much for being here. This was so fun, and congratulations again, Bad Girl out now. And thank you all for watching. Make sure you stream all of Daya's music, including Bad Girl, on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.